Fans will agree that good ring names are pretty important in WWE. Nobody remembers Stone Cold Steve Austin as the Ringmaster or The Rock as Rocky Maivia. While those weren't really terrible names, they didn't have the charm of their later ring names either. Currently, many wrestlers are suffering from bad ring names. Some have basic names, while others have really weird ones. If these stars could get a name change in the future, it would likely benefit them. However, for some, it might be too late to seek a replacement name. 5. Wes Lee. Former NXT North American champion Wes Lee. Yes, that lacks the ring-like of a champion name, right? Lee is indeed a former champ in WWE. He's certainly got that charisma inside the ring, and his promo skills are good too. He's got the looks as well. But a name change is something that he'll need in the future, especially when WWE brings him up to the main roster. Because Wes Lee just doesn't scream champion. 4. Valhalla. Sarah Logan was released from WWE in 2020, and 2 years later at Royal Rumble, she made another one-off appearance. That year, Logan was also brought back, and they repackaged her as Valhalla to pair her with the Viking Raiders. Valhalla hasn't really done much on WWE television thus far, despite it being a fair amount of time now since her comeback to the company. Her name is very dramatic, but it doesn't fit how she has been booked. 3. Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker's name is a product of WWE's insistence on goofy name changes a few years ago. He went from the badass name of Bronson Rechsteiner to a name which is a pun of Bonebreaker. It just sounds incredibly goofy, and somehow he has managed to somewhat overcome that to still look like an absolute star in NXT and now a potential main roster world beater. This is a case of fans getting used to a name, even if it is among the worst in the company. 2. Berto. Berto has gone from the striking name of Humberto Carrillo to the less extravagant Humberto all the way down to just Berto. This is the worst iteration of his WWE ring name for absolute sure, and he is among the worst-named wrestlers in the whole company. Berto just sounds like a cartoon character, and certainly not someone who has potential to be a star in a place like WWE. 1. Scripps. At one point, Reggie was one of the most entertaining characters on WWE television. But then WWE separated him from Dana Brooke, who asked for a storyline divorce, and he made his debut to NXT as Scripps. Not only is Scripps one of the worst names in WWE right now, but also the character isn't anything to write home about. Last year, before the character debuted, the vignette said it would rip all of NXT apart. Of course, that didn't happen, and it quickly became a failed gimmick. After losing to Axiom, Scripps' identity was revealed, and it turned out to be Reggie. At one point, it looked like WWE was getting rid of Scripps' name, but even that was scrapped, apparently.